Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another District Gooner Pod. It's your two favorite DC Gooners.
Howdy. DGP fan, we hitting you on a Tuesday night. We got big plans coming up this weekend. At least KP does. So we said we got to get an episode out after a wonderful, wonderful performance. How we doing, KP?
April 8th, 2025. A day that will be remembered, dude. The best performance under Mikel Arteta? Maybe. Arsenal 3. Real Madrid 0. How am I doing? I feel like I'm living through history, dude.
Crazy. This is crazy. You come into a day like today, obviously the fan base was just buzzing, right? We're just buzzing. We're waiting for this thing to come on. And you got to say, after the first half, good first half, but that second half, I mean, that will live in infamy, right? You will remember. Declan Rice free kicks, you'll remember that. Those goals are like legendary now. So, yeah, we'll get into it. There's a lot of good things to talk about. Energy levels up.
Absolutely, dude. It's late. It's late in the evening. It's been very busy, as it always is, dude. And had to get behind the mic, had to share a few thoughts. Obviously, going into the game, you knew the thoughts on the pod, dude. 1-1, we're happy. 2-1, on a lucky day.
Wow. Life happens quick.
Hit him with a 1-2 punch, dude. 12 minutes. That's it. Tie over? Maybe. Getting ahead of the skis? Maybe.
That's a good one. So, lineup comes out. I think it's what we expected, right? No real surprises. The only thing to talk about would be Kiwior. He did get in the lineup. I think it's not a huge surprise. A lot of people are thinking maybe it could go somewhere else. I think we had our fingers crossed that maybe we had a big brain item coming up. But nah, he said, Kiwior, do your damn thing. I don't think you were surprised by that, were you?
I wasn't really surprised by it. I was also relieved that he got it out of his system early, 30 minutes in, dude. That first 30 minutes, not the best from him. I won't lie to you. But we didn't get punished. And we're at a stage now, you take those. If Kylian Mbappe is through and he's shaping up to shoot and he kind of hits it close enough for David Raya to save, all right, we take those chances, dude. If Mbappe's through and he hits it over, okay, we take those chances. 40 seconds in, though, the ball bounced right over Kiwior. And I thought,
dog, that was tough.
I thought, not like this.
That was tough because it was straight away. Like, bang, straight away. What's the game plan from Real Madrid, all right? We're probably like, let's test the new dude. Let's see what he got. The Polish international. Got to give him credit. He's a decent player. He is an international for them. He's a starter. We're all hoping for the best. Yeah, 40 seconds in. Ah, shit. Here we go again. That was the feeling. I think he had one other moment during the game where he had, was it a giveaway potentially? But solid. Other than that, solid. Like, absolutely solid. I am happy for him. Like, I'm absolutely buzzing for the dude.
I am too, dude. I let them know on Blue Sky. I said, let the streets know. The price of the brick has gone up.
Marlo.
Feeling good, dude. I mean, honestly, overall, the first half, I was very happy with the way that Arsenal started the game. I know there were a few shaky moments, but I felt like, as I had kind of called out, the midfield, I felt good about our midfield, dude. And I felt like throughout the game, we did really, really well with Partey. I thought he had a really good game. Odegaard struggled a little bit against Camavinga, especially in that first half. But Saka, really nice to see. I did feel like one of the things you had called out early on in the last episode was that you're looking forward to some of the spacing awareness between Saka and Odegaard that you just don't get that with Ethan Nwaneri, and it looks so different.
Yo, Starboy's back. He was going at Alaba. I mean, he had him on skates at times. They were doubling him really, really hard. I know Jude was working his way back quite a few times, closing that space on him. They know who the danger man is, right? They know who it is. I thought Saka had a really good game. It's too bad he had to go off injured. I also don't know if he could have put in 90 minutes or not. I think his heart probably told him he could, but who knows if the body let him down. First half overall, though, man, we came out hard, came out saucy. There was a good, I want to say maybe 15 minutes where Real like opened us up. It was crazy to see some of the spaces, man. You do not see that in a Mikel Arteta team. The spaces were wide open. I don't know how they did it, but that's the game they're looking for. Absolutely. Transitions, getting us out of our blocks. Game was opened up. They got a foothold. They were doing their damn thing. But to close out the half, I think we got our foothold back, and we basically tried to impose ourselves again. That first half, man, coming into halftime, I was like, this is a game. It was like on a balance. It could go either way.
It felt like a good game. Absolutely. One of my buddies who's a really good Real Madrid fan, long time, dude. And he was saying he's enjoying the back and forth. Absolutely. In that first half, he enjoyed the back and forth. And, it's so funny. The way they defend, sometimes it looked like Real Madrid had just no interest in defending. Like, I felt like at times we could just dribble right through them. It's very interesting how they play, dude. But then they're so fast. When they would go for the press, they would really go for the press. And I was really impressed with Mazlou in the first half. Early on, he drew a foul on Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. And he really, really kept Rodrigo quiet for the whole game, dude. Defensively, this kid, levels, dude. Levels. I really rate Rodrigo. You know that. And wow, yes. Dude. Wow.
Rodrigo leaving North London in a body bag. Like Lewis Skelly, that was actually super, super impressive, man. You got the three dudes up top. You got Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo. I couldn't tell you which one had the best day. I don't know. None of them had a lot of joy. 2 moments in the first half, Vinicius hit it wide, and then the Mbappe moment you're talking about. That's really all I can think of the entire game. That's crazy that you're able to hold them 3-0. Lewis Skelly, the 18-year-old. Again, so you're looking at Kibior and Lewis Skelly on the left side of the defense. That's got to be that's our spot to create a little action. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But Lewis Skelly, I mean, this dude's got star power, I think. He really does. The way he walks out there, he's got his tail up. Like he's got star power.
Absolutely, dude. And you put the defensive side a little bit right here in your back pocket. And I noticed a wrinkle today. I thought the manager did have a wrinkle, dude. Mazlou Skelly was playing more like a center midfielder. He's talked about how Mazlou Skelly can help us offensively. We've talked about maybe seeing a 5 in the back. At times, it looked like it was a 3 in the back. It looked like Saliba was right in the middle, Timber was next to him, and Kiwior was covering that whole side. And Mazlou Skelly was given license to just dribble through, dude. And he answered the call, man. Listen, in that first half, early on, there was a little moment where the VAR had to maybe intervene. There was a Martinelli cross, a Marino shot, potential handball. What was your take on that?
I did not think that was a handball. I straight up, like first replay, straight up. It's like, nah, they're not going to call that. If that happened to us, I would be mad as hell if they called a handball for that.
It's interesting. I think there were a few instances early in the season when the Champions League was calling handballs like that. And now with the maybe game being a little bit more high stakes, you kind of see how these rules are twisted a bit, right? And kind of up to just the occasion at times. It's interesting. Before the half wrapped up, you're right, though. We did get back in control, it looked like. And there was a really good chance, a double save from Courtois. We had talked about struggling to get past Pickford. And Courtois, I mean, he had a good game, right? What did you think at that point?
Double save was big. I mean, Courtois does what Courtois gonna do, right? Seen this before. The dude's incredible. Double save. So Declan Rice, header, puts it wide, parries it wide. And then Nelly comes back with another chance, saves that. I think in the second half, he had another one of those moments. But Courtois is going to do what he's going to do. And that's what makes the goals that we had so special. Like, honestly. He got 3 goals scored on him in this game. I can't say that the dude put a foot wrong. He did not. So that's what makes this so special.
Yeah, I think that's right, dude. And at half, I didn't want any subs. I felt like Saka was going to play 90 from the beginning of the game.
My only thought was to have Ben White come in. I thought Timber had a great game defensively. Just talked about those front 3. He had Vinny on lock. I thought he played really well against Vinicius. Other than the attempt that he had, I don't think he had a good run against us. But one thing I think we did lack was like the overlapping run. Now, when I say that, I was watching the game, I also had the thought was they are intentionally telling Timber, do not go forward. You need to stay back on the counterattack. You need to stay back a little bit. But we had no overlapping run. So I kind of thought maybe Ben White would come in and have some good minutes, but that was about it at halftime. It's a game. It's a game, bro. Got to use those subs strategically.
Yeah, 100%, man. But in the second half, I mean, what a performance. Saw a lot of good engagement online. A lot of people being pleased with it. Declan Rice, obviously, those 2 free kicks. I mean, you love to see it, man. There's a clip you have, I think, about Declan Rice speaking on those 2 free kicks post-match.
Yeah, so Paramount Plus, this is Declan Rice with Thierry Henry and Micah Richards, and he's talking about that first free kick. He's standing on it, and Bakayo's with him. The intent of this free kick was to swing it to the back post, like reverse cross this to the back post. Crazy, and this is instruction from the set piece coach. He's telling him to do this. You have said in the past, I want my players to take control. I don't care what the set piece coach is telling you. If you have the opportunity to shoot. Declan Rice in the interview was like, so I see the space. I'm like, I don't think that's a good decision. Bakayo, I think I'm going to shoot this thing. Bakayo's like, if you feel it, go for it. Shoots that motherfucker. It swerves. Hits the back of the net. Like, that's what we're talking about. Take control of your moment. This is your destiny. If you don't think that ball to the back post is worth the shot, if you think you have it, a better chance hitting it on frame, go for it. I'm sorry, but it's like, you're the player. You're the $100 million man, right? Do the damn thing.
That's incredible. If it's true, it sounded like it was just a very honest answer from Declan Rice. So I don't see why he would, openly share that. Like, how does that reflect? What does that reflect on the coach? That's kind of what I wonder, right? Is he going to get I worry now because, like, do you take him off free kicks? Do you dare take him off free kicks right now? You will lose your job tomorrow.
Nah, it's not like that. It's not like Declan is saying this to, like, put the coach down. He wasn't saying that at all. He said the intent was, like, what was called in was put this on the back, reverse this, cross it to the back post. Like, that was the intent. Like, he's not saying the coach is a fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's not talking shit. He was just like, I saw the opportunity where Courtois was standing, where the wall was. I saw the space. I was like, I think I can hit this. And Bakayo said, yeah, do the damn thing. So he did.
That's pretty cool, man. The shot was awesome for the first goal, but I liked the knee slide more. I thought the knee slide was class, dude.
Clean. It was clean. Right after the free kick, we had him on the ropes. We like to reference boxing matches sometimes. Real Madrid had some shaky knees. They were wobbling a little bit. Then we had the triple save by Courtois, which is also an incredible moment. What was it? It was Lewis Skelly to Nelly took a shot. Courtois saves it into Marino, who hits another one. Saves it. That third volley, bro, he crushed it. Marino be getting some good contact on it. Hits it, top shelf. Courtois saves it again. And it's just one of those, like, I'm glad we got a goal. I'm glad we got a goal because this dude's, he's a top keeper. He's doing what he does. So that was in the 67th minute. And then in the 70th, he says, if you're going to save those shots, I guess I got to put an absolute bins on your ass.
He did, dude. That was so clean. The replay of it, oh my gosh. I mean, are you kidding me? I've been just asking for this guy to take free kicks. So I don't know, man. Like, part of me is really happy, and then part of me is like, why did it take so long?
Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, it's obviously in his locker, right? It's in his locker.
So it's interesting to see how moving forward it looks, man. I will say I really also liked Marino's goal, that third goal. I thought he made really, really nice contact with it. And overall, really good performance from him, dude.
Yeah, I thought he had a solid performance. The chances he gets, he puts them on frame. He didn't scuff any shots. Not like he got a ton, but the ones that he gets, they're quality. And then he did the thing where he's playing up at 9. Substitutions come on. He dropped into the center midfield. I thought he played well. He goes down pretty easy. That's the one knock I have on him right now. He goes down at the slightest touch, and he's not getting a lot of calls. So he'll go down, doesn't get the call, and he pops right back up and gets back into it. But Marino, I mean, you can't really say enough about the dude. He has answered the bell 100%.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised though, being on here tonight, that you're not bigging up Jurriën Timber enough, dude.
I thought we got to get there. We got to hit that whole back line, bro. Are you kidding me? Jurriën, the baby face assassin. We already hit on Miles Lewis Skelly, and then Saliba, obviously the cool cucumber. Timber, Vinicius Jr. We had talked about that last pod. Who plays that right back? Because they're going to be up against the left wing. Solid. Like, solid as can be, man. You can't ask for more from that player, can you?
No, I thought he had a really good performance. He had a few really nice runs. Early on, there was one occasion I remember that Jude Bellingham dribbled him pretty hard on the side, dude. But you're going to have moments like that in games like this, against players like this. So he's used to it. And going forward, I still liked what he did. I have to be honest with you that Jakob Kiwior, although shaky, he had a good game, dude. And William Saliba did what he did. I did really miss Big Gabby, though. When I was watching the game, I just missed him. And I just felt like, oh man, if he was there, I would feel so great.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of energy, right? He does emit energy all the time. So it obviously, you miss that dude. Miss those beautiful big old teeth on the field. The behemoth of a man. Defensively in the second half, Real Madrid did not get a sniff. They didn't get a sniff, KP. Like, we ran right on those dudes. Olays from the crowd. They're running around, just kind of pressing. Once those free kicks go in, Marino, 5 minutes after the second goal, I think they just threw in the white, they flew in the towel. I'm done. We'll see you guys at the Bernabeu next week. We're done.
Yeah, kind of interesting, dude, because I was worried before the game that, will we fold? I feel like this is something that has come up a lot under Mikel Arteta, and that's why I started out by asking, is this the best result that we've had under Mikel Arteta? Because the team showed out for him at the end of the day. They really played out there tonight.
You know what? I think it might be, and I will say it is, because of the circumstances as well. I saw you had asked this question on Blue Sky, and is it HTX Gooner? He had mentioned the 5-1 against City. That's a good shout, but that was a not full strength City, so it takes a little bit of something away from that one. We are not full strength. You could say Real's not full strength either, but we're running with Marino at the 9. We're without our player of the season, Big Gabby, and we're playing Kiwior there instead. We're playing a Bukayo Saka this is his first start since coming back from injury. Huge performances from the dudes, right? It's like, for me, this is probably top. Is it for you as well?
I think so. I think it was very, very impressive, man. You know what I really liked about a result like this, Steven? All the chatter we've been hearing this season so far. You see a result like that, the hate watchers, and you just wonder, where the fuck are you? Where are you? My club is out here beating Real Madrid 3-0 at home.
Let them know.
Remember, I thought tonight, dude, class and heritage. Those were 2 words that came to mind, dude. I mean, remember who you're talking to, big man.
Let them know. This is a game you gotta live in the moment. I think this is one we're gonna remember for quite some time. So just like enjoy it while it is. Don't be like, oh, let's think about next week. It's still Tuesday for us, so like let's just live in this for a minute. Declan Rice's free kick goals. You asked me, is this best performance this season? Yeah, I think we probably can say yes. Is it the best performance under Mikel Arteta, period? It's up there at least. Declan Rice free kick goals, both of them. Arsenal history. Would you like put this up with like the best free kicks? I guess specifically the second one is disgusting. That's disgusting. But like history-wise, it's against Real Madrid in a quarterfinal. Huge, man. What do you think?
That's hard, dude. I remember one free kick that Santi Cazorla took in, I think, an FA Cup final. And I think that's my favorite. That in like I've watched, that I have memories of, that I think, oh, that free kick was amazing. This one, it is really nice. It is. But that's hard, dude. That's one of my recent favorites. I don't know. Where do you stand on it?
I'm just going with the recency bias. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy what I just witnessed. And I'm putting it up there. Incredible. I don't want to be like, oh, back in blah, blah, blah. Like, nah. In the final, that's fair enough. Santi Cazorla in the final, that's fair enough. But Real Madrid, quarterfinal, absolute bins. The second one is, I remember, you played FIFA back in the day and they would have like highlight clips. I remember like FIFA 06, 07, they would have like highlight clips of the season. Like that's a goal that would be in that clip, man. Absolutely, 100%. Vintage stuff.
It's pretty good, dude. Any other players you want to talk about? The thing about this performance is that I can sit here tonight and think about Martinelli Hive and say to myself, when everyone around him performs like that, I'm okay with him being the Arsenal left winger.
I have a question for you on Martinelli. After watching Vinicius and Rodrigo, what do you actually think about Martinelli's output today specifically? Don't think about anything else, but today specifically versus those other two wingers, what do you really think?
Was he really involved in the best chances we had?
So in the double save moment, he's the one that had the first shot, and the triple save moment, he had the first shot as well. He was also involved in the Marino goal. I think that was Trossard. He had come off the field. It was off the left wing, and it came back to Lewis Skelly, who got the assist. But then, of course, defensively, we're giving a shout out to the left side of the defense. Our left wing / left wing back, Martinelli. Got to give him some credit, man. Got to give him some credit.
Yeah, I suppose for him, what would you rate that? A 7? Was that a 7 performance from Martinelli, or is that an 8 performance from Martinelli?
I'd give him a 7.
Yeah, probably, dude.
I'm just saying, if we go into the game and you tell me Martinelli's going to outshine Rodrigo, I'd say you lying. You lying SOB. That's
fair, dude. But yeah, he's not going against Maslow Skelly, so there's a plus in that, right?
Yeah, that's facts. Valverde was very good. Going to the other side on Saka. Best attacker on the field?
Today.
By
far, dude. I had totally forgotten that these guys have Alaba.
Oh yeah, I think this is one of his first games back, I believe.
He is 32 years old, and against Bukayo Saka, who's hitting kind of fitness, he looked a bit slow, dude.
He cooked him a few times. He put him on toast.
He absolutely did. There's one play I remember when he played a 1-2 with Odegaard, and then he crossed it in low on the ground. He had a few crosses like that today. Low on the ground. No one just got on the end of it.
Yeah. There's the one that was really, really good. He took him to the byline, And you can tell Alaba, I don't think he assumed that he was going to cut in. But that's the thing about Saka. More unpredictable. He can go either way. Took him to the byline. Hit that thing across. Fizzed it. I can't believe no one got on the end of it. No one looked like they were even trying to get on the end of it. That's one of those moments like that dude's doing it for his team, right? That's what I'm saying. He's the best attacker on the field. He's the only one that really had those moments.
Yeah, I was impressed, dude. Trossard came on. He didn't do much, honestly, but, played his part, I thought.
Nothing of note for Trossard. The sub that I would actually give some love to is Kieran Tierney. My dog Kieran Tierney came on in a quarterfinal against Real Madrid in 2025. Insane. Shout out to that dude. Left wing, and I think he played his part. There's the one moment where he had to shield the ball out from Rodrigo. He got a foul. I know he fouled the people on the top of the box to prevent counters. Love it. Experienced player, right? I'm actually super happy with this guy right now. And I'm happy that if this is the end of his Arsenal career, he's going out on a high note.
Absolutely he is, dude. There's one play I remember where he ran down Courtois, turned around, sprinted at the outside back, sprinted again, and then he finally stopped. But I love seeing that from him. And if that's the Kieran Tierney left winger, I'm going to get 3-0 up against Real Madrid. I'm riding that high with him, dude. Go on, young man.
The crowd was giving him love. I love to see it. What did you think about the atmosphere on the day? I know that's one of your big points usually.
I thought the atmosphere was really good today. And there was a tifo I saw of Henry. Some of the shots inside the tunnel were really nice. I actually watched this game on Spanish commentary. And they get different camera angles, I feel like, when you watch it from some of those channels. So it was really nice to see their build up to the game. And overall, shout out to the Emirates, dude. People are calling it maybe the best atmosphere at the Emirates that they've experienced since it was built.
I love that. I thought it sounded really good through the TV. Sounded like the energy was absolutely there. Once those goals were in, I mean, that first goal just lit up. The atmosphere was lit up. The energy was electric. I mean, the Olays coming through. I was very pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised. I guess I was just very happy with everybody there. It's nice to get that feeling, that energy from the fans in the stadium. Some of the stuff you're feeling watching. I mean, it's been a tough few years. Second year back in the Champions League, finally we get a huge opponent in Real Madrid. Something we haven't had since the legendary days of Thierry Henry. I mean, we've been in the Europa League dumps. So talk about energy being absolutely farted out. Like the Europa League really took it out of us. So it is nice to be back.
It is, man. It is really nice to see us back. And the second leg, however, you have to remember, this is Real Madrid. I don't know if we can have a preview pod for it with the schedule. And I'm wondering, after a 3-0 result at home, how comfortable are you? Because, you're speaking of atmosphere, Bernabeu, get ready to hear whistles, dude. I was hearing some whistles at the Emirates tonight, but man, get ready to hear some whistles.
Gotta say, sound like a cliche person, like I'm being interviewed after the game, but like it's not done. Job's not done. There's a quote from Kobe Bryant. He's in the finals. I think they had won 3 games. Interviewers asking him how was it going to be to win your whatever 3rd championship. He's like, job's not done. Job not done until I win the 4th game. Yeah, it's 3 goals. It's Real Madrid. We've seen crazy things happen. We've seen crazier things happen than a 3-0, especially if it's going to be in their own stadium. I feel good, obviously. The 3rd goal was crucial, but it is not done. This is coming from a an Arsenal fan. I think if you're sitting outside of Arsenal, you might probably, that's done. It's a done deal. But as an Arsenal fan, I think I still have something in the pit of me that until the old lady's singing, I don't know, man.
I know, man. A couple of times this season, you've mentioned that bar for bar, you back us. And seeing a performance like this, seeing a result like this, think back to the going to Bernabeu, I think that they have to come and score. And that's what we want. Finally, right? A team's going to come out and play. There's no way they are not attacking us, dude. That entire game. And get ready. Get ready for the counters, dude. That's a game maybe Marino doesn't play up top. I'm just saying.
That's a good shout. That is a very good shout. Bar for bar, we are a great team. We're not playing the other 14 that are going to be sitting back on us doing that thing. Yeah, Real has to come play us. And they have the players to play us. They absolutely do. Talking about these 3 dudes up top having a bad game. Sending Rodrigo home, put him in Miles Lewis Skelly's pocket. They're going to know that. It's going to be a week later. They'll show up to play. So I think that's a really good shout. And when they do come up to play, maybe we can play some of that vintage Arsenal football.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. They have such good players. I mean, Bellingham today, every now and then.
Who are you most impressed with from their squad?
Today, I thought Bellingham had a few really nice moments, dude. Really nice moments. But then a couple of times, he's maybe adjusting too much to the Madrid style of hands up and chatting to the referee. But him and Mbappe, dude, I have to be honest with you. Watching him against your club, it did have a bit of a feeling to it. Like, this guy is good, dude. He will shoot it. He is good.
Mbappe glides across the field. It's crazy to watch him run like that. He glides across the field. There were definitely moments where Bellingham looked like a level on people. Like, oh yeah, this dude's a baller. He has that aura about him. I really rate the center back, not Rudiger, but the other one.
Asensio.
I think he's good. I think he's a young dude. I know he's not like an out and out starter for them, but like, I thought he had a really good game. He's getting in tackles hard. He was like on a few tackles. I was like, damn. It's one on Declan Rice, and it went out. I think it went out for a throw. Dang, he's trying to crunch him. And then obviously Thibaut. Got to give it out to Courtois, man.
He's an academy kid, and my friend, Real Madrid fan, really, really appreciates him. And he's Spanish. You can tell he's one of those kids that grew up just watching Pepe and Ramos really play center back for Real Madrid, dude. He plays like them, dude. There was one or two where it's maybe like a 50-50, and he kicked the shit out of the ball, dude. Like, out of the stadium, he would clear it. Like, why are you hitting it so hard? It's so unnecessary, but I loved it. I love seeing it.
That's funny. There was one early. No one's around him. He cleared it into the commentator's like, a no nonsense clearance. It's like he just absolutely smashed that thing into the third tier.
Yeah, he's like that. He's definitely like that. So, other than him, Rudiger, kind of seeing him you notice him, man. He had a few moments where I was just like, oh, this guy is up to his tricks and flicks, man.
Yeah, Modric didn't look up to it. They'll be up for it next week. But yeah, Bellingham, Mbappe's tight, obviously. I like Valverde at the right back. I wish I could have saw Martinelli go at him a few times, but I think Valverde is a player, so wouldn't be surprised if he's in the midfield next game, huh? Camavinga out. He accumulated too many yellows and then ended up getting a red card, so he is out of the next leg. So they're either gonna play Valverde. I don't know if Tchouameni's hurt or where he's at, but they'll be back next week.
Yeah, he's the one though. Camavinga, he's the one that if you asked me which player from that club would you sign, it's him. Obviously Mbappe, but like him.
Camavinga, I feel like he got a lot of protection from the referee today.
Really?
Yeah, there was a few moments when he, especially with Odegaard, he kind of put Odegaard down. Odegaard, to me, seems like he had his body in between the ball. Camavinga comes in, puts him down. We're looking for a foul, and we're just not getting it. That's just how I felt. Obviously, I'm biased, but that's what I saw. Wasn't super impressed by Camavinga. I typically do like that player, but not today.
I don't know. In the first half, I liked his play. Obviously, he got sent off, but I agree with you, though. In the first half, like maybe 15 minutes into the game, Odegaard yelled at the referee. He said something to him, and the TV showed it. And the 10 minutes after that, we didn't get a single fucking call, dude. The ref was having none of it. And that happens. That happens when your captain sometimes yells at the referee. They're human too, dude.
I don't think there was a huge moment of the game. I think the only VAR decision was the handball. There was some touchy fouls and stuff like that, but I don't really have much to say about the referee.
All right, man. Well, let's look ahead to the weekend before we get to that second leg, huh? Brentford at home Saturday. You think the vibes just continue? I have been saying we're kind of in a scoring mood. I know it hasn't kind of showed up, but I felt it in the universe a little bit, dude.
I think we stick with it. Yeah. That's too big of a win. If you're Brentford and you watch that, you're like, ah, shit. Here we go. You're on the back end of that. I think the vibes continue.
We'll see. Mikel Arteta has a few big decisions to make. That lineup is going to be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a J20 sighting.
Yeah, rotation. I think this is a great one for rotation. I think we're 11 points back from Liverpool right now, man. We've thrown it in. The white flag is up. We're out of that competition. We are in the quarterfinals, 3-0 up. Looking to head to a semi? Yeah. I think we're rotating in preparation for for Wednesday.
I think so too. I'm expecting a big changes from the manager. And, that's a game maybe Benny Blanco plays. Did he play at all today?
He did. He got subbed on. Pretty late.
Well, I don't know. I think, let's just see. Brentford, it doesn't matter the result of the Brentford game, right? I'm just looking forward to that second leg. And I'm still a little nervous and scared about it. But I'm solely focused now on that second leg.
This is the competition, right? It's the only chance to get silverware, really. Like, realistically, I think people like to talk about the league, and obviously commentators like to make comments about it because it's not mathematically done yet. I don't care. We are very close to getting through to a semifinal in the Champions League. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, KP.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get there, how it all finishes up. It's interesting, man. I think your expectations for the Champions League were quarterfinals, right? So this would be exceeding what we had in mind preseason.
Yeah, I believe beginning of the season, that was my expectation was quarterfinal, like what I would be satisfied with. Exceed those expectations. We're going through the roof. Glass ceilings, baby.
Let's see it. Shatter it all. Here we come. Arsenal Football Club. Everyone, enjoy the week. Enjoy this feeling. Enjoy the memories. And we will see you on the other side.
Be easy.